If you're looking to do food delivery in the evening, then look no further than doing it from 4:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. I actually started doing it at 4 because that's what I thought it was, but we'll just even it out. You should expect yourself to work a little harder, and with more effort, you should be expecting a higher pay than, say, working the lunch shift. People are coming home from work and they're not just tired of their jobs, but they're tired of life. We will be capitalizing on their fainting souls and looking for higher paying orders. When you're working this dinner shift, you want to aim for orders like these. $7 for just 1 mile, that's pretty solid. You want to make sure that you're aiming to do around 3 orders every hour, and then you want to vary it in terms of, like, if they're shorter, then you can squeeze in another one, and they're longer, then it has to be worth it money-wise. This one was a bad decision. If you're looking at the map, I have to take the inside road in there, and so it takes just whatever the time said. It was pretty accurate, 14 minutes. 14 minutes there, 14 minutes back, that's gonna be 30 minutes. That's gonna be an average of 2 orders per minute, so that's bad. I knew this one was a problem. I just accepted it anyway just because, I don't know why I accepted that. That was not a good one. It took me way outside and I couldn't get back to a highway to speed me back. Maybe that's what I thought, because I could get back to the highway, which I cannot. So now it's taking me 15 minutes. 15 minutes gone just to get back. All right, whatever. We just gotta focus on the next offer. This is the second time I've dropped my camera. Good thing I have the Find Me feature on iPhone, but I need to be more careful. I just wasted a ton of time just having to run back and get it. More time wasted. This Monday shift was overall pretty negative. I want to just say that right off the bat. I wasted a lot of time just here and there. But when you're in this situation like this, you just want to take lessons learned. So if you get lost on some of the orders, at least you'll know, be more familiar with that building. 25 fucking minutes I had to wait in there. I could have done another order if they just told me. If you have a lot of time wasted because of the restaurant, what you want to do is not be a nuisance to the restaurant. I mean, they're going as fast as they can. They want to get these orders out the door. And what you want to do is just communicate with the customer. Just let them know, hey, I'm going to be waiting for your order and it's just going to be a little late, depending on how long the restaurant tells you. They usually are pretty good on giving estimates. And then if you are in the area long enough, they'll be familiar with your face and try to get your order out the door. In this case, the restaurant was slow, but also I get lost in this building right here. And I have to call the customer, try to figure out where to meet them, and we try to coordinate. It didn't go too well at all. A lot of miscommunication, a lot of problems. My previous experience with this hotel is that I've always met the customer per their direction in the lobby. This is the first time I actually had to go through the elevator, and unfortunately, I didn't know that there was 2 towers. And so the miscommunication just ate up a lot of time. I mean, I guess I could only learn from my lesson next time and just be able to deliver it quickly. And so you're just accumulating more knowledge, and you should make substantial improvements for next time. Is your rooms over there?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess it's different elevators.
Yeah, there's...
Oh, hold on. Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
You might want to add that... Oh, you probably not stay here again.
What's that?
No, you probably never stay here again. I was going to say add it in the directions. Like, it's all good. Yeah. Well, that's more time wasted. This fucking building didn't even say that there's like 2 towers. What kind of bullshit is that? The only thing you can really do in situations like these is just manage your emotions. If you just let the previous order compound the next order and just keeps compounding, you're gonna have a really rough day. And I mean, that's not gonna help anybody, and it's definitely not gonna help you make more money. So just stay focused and keep your head up. Well, it's a 15-minute drive back, and if even that 25-minute wait, even if I didn't have to wait 25 minutes. Okay, so I had to wait 25 minutes. If I didn't have to get lost at that hotel, man, I could have made it back. By 7 o'clock, been right on time. Now we're behind. We got a pretty generous tip from that long order that we did, an extra 10 bucks on the side. That's the good thing about Uber Eats, because they always let you add on more money for the tip, like after it's done. That way, you know, you always get that little extra boost. So that's the cool thing about Uber Eats. This is the last order for the night. I typically don't like sending orders to hotels just because you have to track down the rooms and it can be a huge hassle. And like I said, like in the previous experience where I couldn't find the right building, it sucks. For Emily.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a good one.
You too.
If you're working the lunch shift like this, then you're expected to make a good amount of money. So your goal should be about 1.75 average of your state's minimum wage, and that should be a pretty solid amount for all the driving you're doing. Okay, so now it's Tuesday and we're starting the evening fresh once again. I take this order from Round Table Pizza, and pizza orders are pretty rock solid. Maybe we'll get a bit of a tip boost at the end. I don't know if Uber Eats does hidden tips or they just add more at the end, the customer does, but DoorDash doesn't do that anymore in my area, not that I've noticed, because of the laws. And so maybe Uber Eats does that still, but I don't know. So sometimes we get a little extra boost from Uber Eats. There's a ton of traffic. People are driving and honking all crazy. This order should only take me 10 minutes to get there, but it's taking me 15. I mean, no excuses, but we just gotta be careful because, like, man, there's some whack drivers today, and it's not even raining either, so it's all the same anyway.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You too, thank you.
Since we're aiming for about $28 an hour, we want to aim for about $9 per order that we do. So we do about 3 per hour. Sometimes you're able to stack those orders and do more per hour, and so you can accept a little bit less, like this one. I used to hate Wendy's. I used to not accept any orders from them just because they would make the driver fill up the drinks for the customer, and I hated doing that. But I think it depends on the restaurant, like where it is, because this restaurant I go to, they do all the drinks for you and they pack everything up. And Wingstop, on the other hand, still makes the driver do it everywhere you go. Yeah, from Michael G. This is the last stop I'm doing just because I try to even it out. I accidentally started early around 4 o'clock, but I wanted to even things out, so I stopped early today. Hello, looking for Zach.
Doing.
Thank you. It's Wednesday and I'm expecting the order volume to pick up. If you look at it, I know that this is a screen door and I know that it opens. Don't worry, they're able to open it to get their food. Okay, relax. All right, relax. So I'm expecting a higher volume than Monday and Tuesday. Usually Wednesday and Thursday, most of the time there's a spike. Maybe not that big of a spike, but just a little bit more. And on Monday and Tuesday, I'm averaging about 27, a little bit between 27 and 28, which is okay. I mean, I was hoping between a little bit higher than that, like 28, 29. But that's okay. We're gonna stay focused and work extra hard today, aiming for about 11 to 12 orders in the 3.5 hours that we're going to be working, or 4-ish. Hi, what's your name?
Yes, Serafina.
Okay, thank you. Make sure you ask the customer for their name, for them to repeat the name that's on the order. Once there's this guy, he was standing by himself right where I'm supposed to drop off the delivery, and I just hand it to him. And I just ask him what his name is, and he just says, yeah. And turns out it was the wrong person. And he just took that order, and I got a notification from Uber the next day. Well, just that mistake. I actually should not be accepting these $7 orders. Like I said, you want to be accepting 3 per hour, so you want to accept around $9. And these $7 orders for 2-ish miles is adding up, and it's going to be counting against me. So it's going to be added up. I mean, I'm going to be making in the low 20s if I just keep on this pace, which ends up happening. Just a little foreshadow, today was not a good day. My total did not come out to be an amount that I wanted, and that's because I was accepting these lower paying orders, lower than my target, and I thought it was going to be okay. I think things are just going to pick up, but they didn't. So I don't know if it was the wrong approach. I don't know if bigger orders were coming, but the total that I had for today did not turn out the way that I wanted, and so I mean, I don't know what else to think. I could blame that I wasn't getting any of those high-paying orders for having platinum, but I don't really think platinum does too much. I mean, in my experience, it does show up that I'm getting those higher-paying orders, but for the most part, you just gotta go with the flow. You gotta feel it out to see what it is. It will all average out in the end, I think, but I'm just pointing out that if you can get better orders, then definitely be ready to reject some of these orders. Okay. That was supposed to be a quick order, but those Vietnamese ladies kept saying it's coming, and they gave me some tea, and they were being so sweet. I should have just unassigned that order. That's an order that I should have unassigned if it's taking that long. We're making our way back. I think we're okay on time. Of course, that little situation. I think we'll be okay. I mean, we're just not in too rush because like I said, today was like foggy, and I don't know if I said that already actually. But yeah, the weather's a little on the foggy side, and I think that people, hopefully they don't want to go out. Hopefully they don't want to look at other people's faces. And then that means we're going to have to deliver. We got about an hour and 15 more minutes. Depending on the pace. I might go to another hour today since we were an hour short yesterday. If you're doing lower paying orders like this one right here, $6, $7, they better be really short. And so you better be able to squeeze out maybe 4 per hour, I would say. And so for me, the total amount of orders I did today was 11, which is not good. And the average was about maybe a little bit more than $7. Anyway, it was like $23 an hour that it came out to be. So here's my total. I made, let's see, $92.50 in 4 hours. That's pretty disappointing. We're gonna have to make up and work extra hard tomorrow to make up for our lost pay. All right, I'm just gonna say it. It's the evening shift is not going as planned in terms of how much I'm making per hour. Usually I'm averaging, between 25 and 30. This week it's not going too well, but we just gotta finish strong. We're gonna pick up the pace today, and I think that usually on Thursdays it is quite busier. So let's cross our fingers that we have a good finish, even though it's been not the pace that we wanted. Complaining is not gonna get us anywhere. Let's just focus on the road ahead. We get off to a good start with this $30 order. Just kidding, I didn't accept this. Why would they even send me this? Is there no Wendy's between there and here? Anyway, so we wait a little bit more and we get this $9 offer, which is not too bad. So we accept it and we go ahead and deliver it. And while we're waiting for the restaurant to hand me the order, I get this $21. So things are off to a great start. I mean, we're gonna be making a lot of money today, I think, because right off the bat, we are just headed in that direction.
Thank you, boss.
No problem. Have a good day.
You too.
I get this high priority order, $10 for less than a mile, which looks pretty solid. The reason why I don't think that these high priorities matter too much is because other people will get them But they also, in order to keep their percentage really high, they had to accept these whack orders where they have to go drive outside the zone. So now if they're outside the zone and I'm inside the zone, then that offer is going to go to me because everybody else is driving all over the place and I'm not competing with them. Or vice versa, where everybody has platinum and it doesn't even matter. I get another one, and this one didn't end up being so great because I was there for like 10 minutes just waiting for them to create the drinks because they got like 10 drinks or something. This order, I was actually really close to unassigning it just because I thought it was going to be a quick 16 bucks, but this restaurant right here was taking forever. They don't even have any customers, but they were just taking way too long. Pick up for Robert B. Whoa.
Delivered? For who?
Robert B.
Okay, can you confirm, please?
Yep. Leaving. Yeah, there we go. I get another quick order from Grubhub, $6.83. This should be like less than a mile for me to knock out. I use all 3 major apps, which is just Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Grubhub. Grubhub, usually I don't get any orders or I don't deliver any orders for them, maybe like one a day. But this time, in this evening shift, I just do 3 alone. So that's pretty surprising. It was a lot more than usual. But Grubhub overall doesn't really give me much. It's just like a little extra. So every once in a while, I get one solid order from them. Other than that, I'm just relying on DoorDash and Uber Eats to get higher paying orders and then rejecting all the lower ones. All right, that was crazy. This is what happens when you have a positive attitude. Things just go your way. I think I did like 10 orders in 2 hours and 40 minutes or something. Right now it's been just kind of quiet, getting like really bad orders. So we're just gonna ride this out. Hopefully get like 3 or 4 more, and then we'll be freaking rock solid. Cashing in on a busy Thursday. Next I get this banger, and this restaurant is usually pretty solid in terms of getting orders on Thursday. And then I get an add-on, which this guy was kind of hard to find. He was just like hidden, but he was outside and just pacing back and forth waiting for me, and his order took some time just to get ready, but eventually we were able to deliver his order, and it was a pretty solid payout. After that, the night's winding down. I stop by this Pizza Hut and I get this quick order that I should be able to knock out really soon. And while I'm waiting there, I actually get another order from Uber Eats, and in order to like juggle between 2 apps, I make sure I'm headed in the same direction for the most part, and I never do opposite directions because then it just takes way too long to deliver to the customer and their food gets cold. So I never do that. Here are my totals for Thursday, and then my total overall for working 4 dinner shifts. Dinner shifts are a lot more aggressive, but you're aiming to make a bit more money than say if you work the lunch shift. And of course you gotta put the effort in, and so that you can make as much as possible. This is not something that you should just do for fun. I think that if you really put the time into it and put in the effort, then you might as well go out there and make as much money as possible. So that's it for this episode.